Good. How many of you use a GPS? How many of you use a GPS? Oh, so many of you have your hands up. Where is your GPS?
On my phone.
On your phone. Okay. Do you have a phone with a GPS? Raise your hand if your phone, okay.
No, I use it.
A lot of you have a GPS on your phone, and do you use it to help you go someplace?
Yes.
Yeah, to get directions? Okay, good. Some of the older phones, if they're not smartphones, they do have a GPS. You cannot use it to find a location by looking at the screen. But in an emergency, and if you call 911, they know where your location is because there's a chip in your phone. They can see it and come and help you. So some, like even my old phone that wasn't a smartphone, not my iPhone, you could find me if I had called 911. I didn't do that though. I didn't try it out. I just know that's what they do. So on my phone, my iPhone, I can use my GPS to find location. How about, do any of you have a GPS in your car?
Yes.
Does it help you navigate?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Some of us think those are really great. You don't get lost that way. So who else uses GPS devices? We have some options here on page 108. Tell me if you think these people find GPS or global positioning system. Do you think that is something useful to actors? Do actors need to use them for their acting business? No, they don't need to say, oh, where should I put my hand? Probably not, right? How about astronauts? Do you think astronauts would find them useful?
Yes.
I think so, yeah, because then they know, for example, when the astronauts are going to come back to the Earth, they need to know a good place to come back. Don't just crash into my house, please. Go out into the ocean, all right? So they need to know exactly where to come down. How about bakers? Do they need a GPS? How high should my cake rise? Probably not. How about emergency medical workers? Yes, if they want to find somebody who is in distress and they need to help somebody, finding their location is a good thing. How about farmers? No? Yes? I have, okay, raise your hand if you say yes. Okay, I see a couple of hands. Raise your hand if you say no. Okay, good. Most of you say no, and a few people say yes. Let me hear from the yes people. Why do you say yes? How can a farmer use a GPS? How can the GPS be helpful to a farmer?
Maybe it's help farmer to use a variety of plant for a variety of season.
Okay, so you're talking about a variety of plants for a variety of seasons. All right, so let's think about the place where you plant your crops. Now, if you are a small farmer, or you're talking about only your backyard, you probably don't need a GPS. But if you're a big farmer, you're agriculture, you have a huge field, you have many, many square miles of field, and you want to know which place is a good place to plant grapes, for example, to grow wine. And let's make sure, if I'm going to call you to get the grapes, the plants, I want you to plant them here. Don't plant them there, because I want to make sure they grow in a good place for the climate. Maybe that's a good idea. How about if I hire an airplane to drop rain or fertilizer or something? Please go here, don't go there. Would that be helpful? Yeah, I think so. I think nowadays this technology can be used for a lot of businesses, especially where you need to know exact location, right? So if you need to know exact location according to the geography of the land, it could help you. How about firefighters? Can they find it useful? Yes, they want to know where is the fire exactly, which building, which block, which number. That would be helpful. How about hikers?
Yes.
Is it helpful to have a GPS? Yes, because you don't want to get lost on the trail. If you have a GPS, maybe you can say, the lake we want to go through is over this hill and around this tree and down that valley. Yeah, and you can find your way. How about map makers?
Yes.
Of course, because you need to know how to come up with maps that look like this. What about oceanographers?
Yes.
Oceanographers? Yes, put the O in there. There's a missing O. No, ocean, and then put the letters O right before graphers, and that's the stress syllable. Oceanographers. Yes, they search through the ocean. They are scientists. They need to know where different plants and animals and rocks are below the sea. How about pilots?
Yes.
I hope my pilot uses a GPS because I want to go here, not there, and I want them to know exactly what direction to fly in. How about police officers?
Yes.
Why would they need it? They need to know where to go to help somebody or for safety issues, for security. How about sailors?
Yes.
Sailors. Okay, in the old days, sailors would look at the stars to navigate, but nowadays they really need to use the GPS technology to help them navigate the seas. How about soccer players?
No.
I think I should kick the goal. Let me look at my GPS. No, probably not. Okay, how about soldiers?
Yes.
Why do soldiers need a GPS? They need to know the exact position. All right, good. They need to know exact position to save this group, to shoot that group, to move the vans, to move the trucks. Okay, how about tailors? No, you don't need to stitch here? I need to look at my GPS, stitch here? No, not that. Okay, how about taxi drivers?
Yes.
I hope so. Sometimes the taxi driver can round and round and you wish they would look at the GPS. How about travelers?
Yes.
Oh, yes. If you travel, it's very helpful for you to know the direction and where to go. How about tunnel construction workers? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, suppose here's a mountain and I want to start on this side and you want to start on that side and we go like this? How about we go like this? It's better, right? Okay, good. That's a good idea.